Guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for an album review, and this is for the new Slipknot record, We Are Not Your Kind album review. So I'm gonna discuss what I listened to and let you know my thoughts on this record. So let's dive into this review. Now, sorry, I was picking at something on my forehead. I apologize for that. But this record does have some experimental sounds in it, and there's some weirdness in some of the short tracks too, including spiders. Spiders just, ugh. That was weird. That was a weird 4 minutes of a song. Oh, sorry, I almost yawned there. um, the first track, Insert Coin, it has this weird staticky melody in it, or kind of staticky melody, I think. I'd have to go back and hear it again, but this album was fucking long. This was like an hour and 9 minutes long. Well, I've listened to longer records, but this feels like a long record. It is long, but the majority of these tracks are pretty good. The first track was really good. And then when you hear into the track, he sings, "I'm counting all the killers." So he's singing a line from Solway Firth, which is the last song in the first track. And it does pretty good. The second track is Unsainted, and that's a banger. I fell in love with it when I first heard it. I'm like, okay, this is really good. The only tracks I was disappointed with is Birth of the Cruel, Liar's Funeral, and My Pain. Those tracks just... I think My Pain was the weirdest out of all of them. And Spiders was weird as well, but because it had a weird melody, but it worked. But My Pain just... it got pretty mellow. Sorry if I yawned. Again. It got pretty mellow, and it just sounded too weird. It was too weird for me to really enjoy the track, but I thought it wasn't bad. But it could have been worse. They could have just experimented. If they made this a pop record, I'd be so disappointed with Slipknot. But they never do that. They never try to change their genre. They try to experiment with their rock sound, but they never change their genre. And their metal sound as well. So they still have their metal roots inside them. And they still jam out with this record. Death Because of Death was like 1 minute and 20 seconds long in the song, and it did alright. He repeats Death Because of Death like a couple times, and then there's a girl that sings at the end of it that says death, and it's really weird. And then it goes into the Nero Fortes track, and that just... it gets pretty heavy. That's I can say. But they did really well on this album, for the most part. There were just a few tracks that didn't do so well, that I thought were my least favorites, and that was the last single they released, which was Birth of the Cruel. I'm gonna say it again, Liar's Funeral, and My Pain. Those tracks just... I wasn't crazy about. I wasn't feeling for them. And My Pain was just the weirdest out of all of them. It's so creepy that you just can't like it. you're just hesitating when you listen to it, and you're like, I don't know if I should like this one or not. That's kind of gonna be your reaction when you hear this album. When you hear track number 12 of this album. I'm not saying it's a bad track. It's not terrible. It is not too bad, but it just didn't hit its mark of being a great song, in my opinion. Orphan was a really outstanding track. I like the chorus breakdown in it. It's so good. It takes him a while to sing the orphan line in the song, because he sings all other lyrics in it before he gets to the orphan line. Sorry about that. Like I said, Spiders is a very weird track. It's got a lot of experimental synths in it, and it just creeps me out, this song. It really does. In a good way, it creeps me out. Which Slipknot always makes weird stuff. The last two tracks, Soulway Firth and All Out Life, were outstanding tracks. They were great. Not Long for This World was pretty good too. Although it had some mellow vibes in the beginning, it did outstanding for what it is. Critical Darling, Red Flag, and What's Next were very good, I thought. But it just, there are some moments in it where it felt weird. Listening to this album, it's so different from 5, The Gray Chapter, but I kind of enjoyed 5, The Gray Chapter more than this one, unfortunately. This one isn't terrible. I don't hate it. I just think it's pretty good. So, out of 10, I think I'd give this an 8.5 out of 10. This is a really good album. They didn't disappoint. Just, there were some sounds in here that kind of threw me off, and some weird melodies in some songs that just felt cringy to listen to. This is just my take on it. You may not agree with me on this. You may have a different opinion about what you think of this album. But for the most part, this album is pretty awesome. And the majority of the tracks are really good. There was only 3 tracks that didn't do so great. But like I said, out of 10, I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Slipknot record, We Are Not Your Kind, if you've heard it. And if you like this review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for the 2 new movie reviews, which will be the Dora movie, which I don't really want to watch it, but I gotta do it for my channel to let you know what I think of it. And the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark movie, which I think will be releasing this Friday. I'll have to check again. But yeah, this record isn't terrible. I have to give it another listen to really get my perspective on what I really think of it. I may come back at you for a more talk video on Slipknot's new record. Probably in a day or 2. I'll probably do it Thursday, maybe. And yeah, there's not really a lot to do this week. I already wanted to do this album review so you guys get my perspective and what I thought of it. But it was pretty long. It was like 69 minutes long. And when you include the bonus track with it, it is 69 minutes long. So you're going to have a good hour and 9 minutes of listening to this record. But thank you for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.